Hey guys, Forex here, hope you're all well. What you're looking at in front of you, yeah, do I really need to tell you what it is? It's a Commodore Amiga 1200. Now this thing is working, but it does have a couple of issues. Now the first issue, you can hear the Amiga drive click. The drive in this thing is a little bit temperamental. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't when it comes to loading games. It probably just needs a good clean with an air can and the head's cleaning, and that should fire it straight back into 100%. And the second issue with this is it's missing its left audio channel. Now I don't think it's anything serious. It seems to me like the phono is broken on the back. So yeah, nothing seriously wrong with this Amiga 1200, but there are a couple of issues that need sorting out. Now I'm probably going to split this video into two. The first video would be me getting this 100%. I may recap it, I don't know until I get in there and look at the caps and what they look like. And then the second video will be me retro brighting this thing, because I don't know whether you can tell, it is a little bit yellowed. It's not badly yellowed, you know, I've seen worse Amigas than this. But yeah, the second video will be me retro brighting and taking care of cosmetics. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll set up and we'll get repairing this thing. I might as well show you what the Amiga's actually doing. I've got my original Alien Breed 2 disc. Let's pop it in the Amiga 1200. And I don't know if you can pick that up, but the drive sounds really loud and a bit scratchy. You'll know what I mean by that if you've ever fixed an Amiga drive. As you can see, it's loading, but sometimes it fails to load. It normally bombs out on this Team 17 logo. Oh no, it's loaded this time. Thanks for making me look a fool. But yeah, that drive will need fixing because it's a bit hit and miss. It's a little loud as well, so yeah, I'll get on cleaning that out and cleaning the heads. If we take a look at the audio jacks on the back of the Amiga 1200, if we look at the left one, you can probably see why I'm missing audio. It's a little bit loosey-goosey. It's like a wobbling tooth, probably a dry joint, and that's why I'm missing the left audio channel. The right audio channel is fine, it's just the left one is loosey-goosey and it needs fixing. So yeah, let's get in this thing and fix these problems. Now to get in the Amiga 1200, there are 6 screws we have to remove. There's one here, there's one here, there's one under the security tag if you have one, there's one here, there's one here, and the final one is here. Remove those, I can flip it over and take off the top lid. Now to remove the top lid, there's a technique you have to use. The first thing you do is you grab the front of the case like this and you lift it up, and the best thing to do is let it rest on the back just like that. Then what I need to do is pick up the keyboard and move it forward a bit like this, and then I can see the power for the power LED indicator, and then once I've done that, I'm just going to move it a little bit there so I can pull it through. So I'll go ahead and do that and then come back. The next thing I want to do is remove the keyboard, so I'm just going to pull it out like this and move it forward. And I'm going to have to do this off camera, but what I need to do, you can see there's a white plastic clip in there. What you do is you get a pick tool like this and you go one side and you lift up the catch. I might as well do it, I've done that side, and I'll do the same on this side. I'll lift up the catch, show you that there, and I should be able to pull the ribbon out like that, and that's the keyboard removed. The next thing I want to remove is the hard drive mounting bracket. That's very easy, it's just clipped in there and you can just pull it out like that. The next thing I want to remove is a floppy drive. Now to do that there are 3 screws. There's one just here that holds this bracket, and if I turn it upside down there are a couple on the case just here. Remove those and then remove the floppy drive cable and the power cable, and the floppy drive should just pull straight out. So I'll go ahead and do that and then come back. We're on the final stretch. What I want to do now is get the motherboard out with its shield. Now to do that, because we've removed most of the screws, there's just one left, this little one here. Remove those and I should be able to lift the whole of the motherboard and shield out. Now to get the top metal shield off, what I have to do is I have to go round and start lifting all these metal fold over tabs. There's one just there as well. So what I'll do is I'll go around and do that and then get the top shield off the motherboard. Now to repair the broken left phono socket, what I have to do is remove the bottom shield. Now to do that I have to remove every single one of these bolts where you plug in and screw in your peripherals for the system. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do that and then come back. As you can see, I've got the bottom shield off. Now if we take a look at the left audio phono, just here you can see it's got a classic dry joint. Also these ones have cracked as well, but you can't see them, but I've looked under magnification and they've got like a little halo going around them where they've cracked. So yeah, we've got a classic dry joint there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my desoldering gun, I'm going to suck out that connector, clean up all the old crusty solder off the connector and the pads, and then I'll solder it back on there with some nice new leaded solder. As you can see, I've removed both of them. Why? Because sod's law will get you every time. You'll fix one and guess what, the other one will go not long after and you have to do it all over again. But yeah, what I've done is I've removed both the sockets, I've cleaned the sockets up of all the old crusty solder. What I'm going to do now is clean these up with a bit of solder braid and my soldering iron, and then I'll solder them back in and they should be good as new. And there we go, both of them soldered back on. They're solid now, as good as new. So what I'll do now is I'll start putting back together the Commodore Amiga, and then we can work on the floppy drive. Let's get inside and service the floppy drive. Now to do that I need to remove some stuff off the side and the top lid, but first I'm going to take off this little eject button because these are very fragile and they can snap really easy. Now to do that, there's a little clip here. What you do is you pull it forward with a pick or something, and then you grab this and you can twist it like that and it will come off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll get the rest of the stuff off so I can get in there and service it. The next thing I need to get off is the mounting bracket that mounts the drive into the Amiga 1200 case. It's very easy, just one screw. Remove that and this will come straight off. Let's get the top off the drive. Now to do that, it's not screwed in, it's clipped in, and I'll show you the clips that you have to remove. There's one clip here, there's another clip here. If you turn it round, you can see there's a little clip just here, there's one here, and the final one is here. If I remove those clips, I'll be able to take off the top and get inside So I'll go ahead and do that and then come back. I can see why this drive's a bit hit and miss when it comes to loading. If I tilt the drive up and show you the heads, you can see how dirty it is in there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend 10 minutes taking a soft brush. I'll clean everything up, and the final thing I'll do is I'll take some alcohol and a Q-tip and clean those heads, and hopefully the drive should just work 100% again. So yeah, go ahead and do that and then come back. That's the drive all cleaned inside. What I'll do is I'll show you that head again, and you'll see how nice and clean it looks now. Where before it was all horrible and dirty in there. I've still got to clean the head with some IPA, but first, the final thing I'm going to do is just re-grease these rails, and then the final act will be cleaning the heads, and then I'll be putting it all back together and giving it a test. And we're all back together. I don't know if you can hear that, but we got the click from the drive, the Amiga click, every now and again, so that's a good sign. And we've booted. So let's pop in Amiga test kit, and hopefully it should boot, and it has. Now the first thing I want to test is the audio. Do I have my left audio channel back? So that would be F5. And I do, so that's a winner, that's confirmed. Left audio's back, left and right, we've got left and right separation, so that's brilliant. Let's test the internal floppy drive. To do that, that's F3. Now I'm just going to do a read test, make sure it can read the whole of the disk. If it can do that, I'm pretty confident there's nothing wrong with the drive. So let's press F6, and it's reading the tracks. And don't worry about this slow speed up startup, sorry. You get that on some Amiga drives. Now this has got to go to 159, I think, or 160, somewhere around there. It will finish. Don't just love that sound. That's the problem if you put a Gotek in your Amiga, you lose all the sounds. You can put a piezo in there and emulate the sound, but it's nowhere near like the original. And we're coming to the end now. All tracks read okay. So yeah, I'm quite confident that that drive's working perfectly. Now I've got my left audio channel back. Winner winner. Now to finish off the video, I'll play a bit of Alien Breed 2. So let's pop in the disc. Hopefully we get a boot. Hello. And we are. I love the sound of that drive, it's magic. Now this is where it crashed, and there you go, it's just booted it straight away. So I'm quite happy with this drive now, guys. I would suspect that it's working 100% now. Just needed a clean service and the heads, good wipe with isopropyl alcohol. Okay, let's pop in this too. This game's on 3 discs, by the way. And there we go. There's Alien Breed 2. So yeah, hope you like this video, guys. Please give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, I've got an Amiga 1200. Winner, winner! Catch you next time, guys.